Hi, Podrick here. In the fall of 2020, stayed with Freddie Tan here in Leiderdorp with Annette, Connor, and I in COVID isolation, and we had a great time out on the kayaks, swimming, and off on the bikes in the good weather, and of course, cooking lots of good food at home. So here's some of the clips.
I'll just monitor. I'll supervise.
These are great shiz for everything.
Are they? Good.
Yeah. We can send Connor in later with a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the hard stuff you need this to get through.
Yeah, on the thick branches. We could put the electric engine on the kayak and
We need one of those, what's it called, like the geo position?
oh yeah, dynamic positioning.
Yeah.
I'll put the video on. Bring your computer down to the kitchen when you're cooking and look at those videos from when you went out kayaking last time. First boat. It is, isn't it? I know. Who is it? Kirsty used to live in Helsinki, and she was just saying, the winters are fine there because it's usually blue skies. Kansas, yeah. Kansas is very much like that. It was you could be minus 10 or 20 degrees Celsius, but you had blue skies, and once the sun's out, you get the rays. That's where I started long distance running. I'd run 20 miles in the cold, freezing cold, and you put an air up and you find. See how that can run. Oh, fuck. Thanks for the heads up. And they're crossing waves too. Oh my god, this is fucking rough. The chances of me going over now are pretty high here. Yeah, I know. See its camera over there, I think you pull in. You're getting the wave reflection. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Freddie on the Solstice out in Het Yop, and myself on the Fjord. We call it the Bucking Bronco, quite a unstable boat.
A version of the. This is a bit of its own GoPro.
Yeah.
Like you can, the video is good quality
Yeah.
on this little camera.
You got it on now?
Yeah, I got it. You're on camera.
Turn up font size. I think it was the wind. causing all that drop? Because here it's nothing.
Maybe, you know, and it might be the way the wind pushes around the corner there. Just the waves.
The mill pond here.
It's what?
It's really flat here.
Yeah. Yeah, so big difference, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you do a loop around Leiderdorp?
Yeah. Yeah, take a left down the thing, we can do the ring.
Yeah, great. I thought there was some kind of chicken marinating in the fridge.
Yeah, no, it's the
In September, the weather was better, and we went out on the Terry Simon Finnish boat with the electric engine up to the Kayaking and in around the canals around Leiden. Gave Connor some training there on driving that boat. Lots of fun. Okay, out here on de Varswatering in Leiderdorp, between the Zeil and the Doos canals, the Blomerd outdoors area there on the right. Freddie kayaking the Solstice. Easy, calm water today. Freddie just bought the cross tour, and this is a test, first test of it. There's myself in the fjord, a P&H kayak, a top-end custom-built kayak from 1984 that I just bought recently. We call it the Bucking Bronco because it's can be very unstable. It's got two centers of gravity, left and right. But on a calm day like today, without too many boat wakes, it seems to run along fine, and I've really got used to it since. And I think I'll keep it in the fold of kayaks. We're just coming up to the bridge here. That's the north east entrance of Leiderdorp. Beautiful sunny day. This is in September when the weather was still good and warm. Oh, I think this was the day that I actually tipped out of the fjord as I was getting in. I can see I got the black top on. I'm drying out right now. Did a full turnover just as I was trying to get in because I lost my balance, didn't have my paddle with me. But we emptied it out of water, got it right side up, and off we go again. Since then I've got used to it, and we've been through some really rougher waters, but it's all doing fine.
Right? You were up here fast.
Yeah. Okay. I've been up and down a few times already.
I thought I'd see you on the bike, but you must have gone straight
I
out.
saw you under the trunnion.
Alright. Yeah. I might not go back actually.
You only brought the short ski.
No, I have the gear in there. I could go in.
It's pretty cold.
It's absolutely good.
It's so calm. It's so calm. You can see all the way in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
The sun now.
invigorating. Alright, I'll get back to the shore.
Yeah, go for it. Very good. The tripod's a bit rough, but that's fine. Excellent. Good. Yep. Really nice. Very good. Yeah. Excellent. Very good. Very nice.
The Citroen CX on display with its quirky suspension, high and low range. We did lots of biking during the good weather. Freddie had a knee injury, which was good for me because we took an easy pace, suited me fine. He also helped me fix up my bike with wide tires, which really helps on the cobblestones. I bought a Cross Tour, which is a GoPro knockoff, and tested it out here on the bike. You can see cycling down the Vliet Canal. The sound was not good on the bikes. It just gave the vibration, just gave a lot of uh, background noise. So I'm just doing a bit of a talk over here. Freddie in his Maserati shorts. Um, Lots of hand signals here. He's used to riding with big groups, unlike myself. Cars coming along there. Gotta be careful. Kind of busy Saturday morning here. Beautiful weather, blue skies, but lots of bikes coming through. Many of them faster than ourselves. As I say, Freddie had a knee injury, so he's taking it easy, which suits my pace perfectly. There you got a tour of about 6 or 8 there coming by. This route was my commute to work for about a year and a quarter, all the way down the Vliet Canal, 22 miles down to Rijkswijk. up over the bridge. Underneath this area, they're putting the A4 bypass from Catbike, huge project. Picking it up again here further down the Vliet. Oh, I missed the beautiful blue skies. You have to be really careful here with so many bikes and walkers, and typically over there on the right hand side along the bank was I would see a bird watcher every morning with his telephoto zoom lens taking pictures of the wildlife across the water. Yes, it's there on the left. You can't see it here, but across the behind the trees is the Vliet lakes, series of 2 or 3 lakes. Really beautiful to go swim there in the summertime. Up and over the bridge, down by a few farmhouses, some of the sculling boats there on the right with their guide who's got a microphone, shouts out to them orders from the bank. And we're coming down here to the midway point of my typical commute, which is the bridge that connects the east side of the Vliet trail over to Wassenaar, which we'll take a right here at this bridge and cut through Wassenaar in a short while. Bit of distortion on the video from cross tour, but really works almost as well as the GoPro, I think. Heading west now, we turned from the Vliet Canal through the little cycle trail that takes you at the back of the King's Estate. Over on the right there would be the British School, and now cutting underneath the tunnel for the train. Heading, this would be the commute heading to The Hague from Leiden. It's one of my favorite areas, the big green grass fields, the King's Estate, where I often walk on the weekend. I used to run for 4 years. I ran through the King's Estate every weekend. Coming up out of the canal here, bit of a hill climb, put some power in to get a bit of a stretch of the legs there. Here's the parking lot at the King's Estate. Take a left there, will take you into The Hague on the east side. If you go straight ahead, this takes you over to Wassenaar on the A444 and down to down past the Loman Museum and the American Embassy. There's the entrance to the King's Estate on the right, where the back entrance. Just came across from the Vliet through the King's Estate to the Wassenaar and through the Mayendal, taking a right here, heading north on the wonderful bike trail from The Hague to Katwijk. It's well paved, but a little bit rough on the, as you can see from the vibration from the camera, but much better now with the wide tires that we have on my bike, same diameter as the ones on Freddie's there. And we're going to head all the way up to Katwijk and then take a right and head back to Leiden. Finally, with all the exercise and sporting activities, we had lots of cooking going on. Annette, Freddie and I took turns. Lots of steak, crispy duck, traditional English fare with Yorkshire pudding. And Freddie taught us some Malaysian and Chinese cooking. We all cooked up a storm, being isolated, and the restaurants closed some of the time.
Alice, wish you were here enjoying some steaks.
All right, this is the before picture.
And do you got the oil heating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what you can smell, that hot
Good.
oil smell in the background.
And are you managing the whole thing immediately?
Yeah, I kind of organized it, planned it out, cut everything up, and I just kind of had Freddie doing some of the busy work for me.
Really the busy work.
He's the project manager, you could say, on this a little bit, but I'm kind of I'm the head
You're
guy.
the inspiration. And
I sent him to Albania. I stayed back comfy at home.
All right.
Yeah.
You're sounding like a GM now, definitely.
and we can get access to it. And then I won't pour oil all over the place.
Yeah.
And then,
And is there a certain temperature you're supposed to have the oil at?
really hot.
Just really hot. All right.
Smoking. And then you kind of go like that.
Beautiful. It's a bit of a crapshoot on how to distribute the oil, but it's good. You're doing a good job of it.
And that makes it really aromatic.
Excellent.
And crisp at the skin.
Yeah, yeah.
Chat.
Very good. After a great few months sporting, cooking, hanging out, Freddie just opted for some warm weather and headed off to Madeira for the month of November.